At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Pahrump's most watched and #1 media source for local news and weather with Deanna O'Donnell.
Welcome to News 46's Week in Review, your #1 source for local news. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Correction Corporations of America's security officers backed out from being the private security for the Pahrump Fair and Festival this year. Private security officers have no police power, but they would help in adding a presence at the festival and help in remedying disagreements that will arise, as well as calling for the Nye County Sheriffs to respond when necessary. PAVE President Paula Glidden has told News 46 that they were in the process of hiring another private security firm to replace CCA's officers. Commissioner Gary Hollis and Nye County Financial Administrator Pam Webster have secured funds that will be needed to pay for the security at the festival. Sheriff Tony DeMeo spoke about what kind of precedent that may set to have the county pay for private security at a private event. He also added that he has still not heard if they will reconsider the Nye County Sheriffs to do the job after all. He's awaiting their call. He stated if they give them the mission, then they can do the job. He also added that they have beefed up the force for this weekend's event as well. Well, as you know, this weekend is the Pahrump Fair and Festival, as well as the parade. We're going to speak to Paula Glidden about this weekend's events.
Start Thursday night, we go through Sunday night.
This is so exciting. What time Thursday?
Thursday at 5 it opens officially. That's when the vendors have to be open and the carnival rides. So we're excited.
So give us a little run through of what we're going to be seeing down there at Petrick Park.
You betcha. Thursday night is the soft opening kind of thing, but it's a full-blown event. Friday night starts the rodeo, and Saturday we have the rodeo as well. Lots of new events with that and fun things, so we're looking forward to that. Sunday we've got our contests, and of course there's entertainment throughout the weekend. And we have a full park full of vendors. We actually have overbooked on vendors, so the town's cut us off now. We can't accept any more.
This is going to be so much fun, and we bring in so many people from all over the place. But Thursday night is typically what kind of locals kind of have fun, don't they?
Correct. It's kind of a special night so that you can take your kids down. The carnival has a special price that if you pay for a child, the one parent could pay only $10 and ride the ride with the kids. Yeah.
And this is an exciting rodeo that we're having this year, too, as well.
I think so. It's got 3 sets of bull riding in it, if that's possible. I've never seen that before. It starts with one, there's mini bulls in the middle, and then it ends with one. So, and all the regular events in between, plus the reenactment by the Waterstone Bunch, the Pony Express riders. The girls are going to have a grand entry. I'm excited about that. They've been working so hard on that. And we'll have the chicken poop scoop, too.
What is that?
It's a game. It's just a game that we invented for the adults so that they could win some money.
Wow.
So we'll try to spread the wealth around. We're also going to be doing a survey this year. So we'd like you to stop by the registration booth anytime and do a survey, quick survey. We enter you in, and it's for you win gas cards. So we're going to give away a few of those.
That's so much fun. And all the different food vendors and all the different little gift ideas and trinkets and things that people will be selling from all over the place, not just local here.
Yeah, keep in mind, we have our local craft corral that's going to be over by the pool. And that area there has, I think, 14 vendors in there that are just local people that make local, that make little things on their own. You know, it's not a big business. And then we have our regular vendors too, and there's probably over 150 of them. So we're really excited. The park came together really well. We've got a lot of new things on the park itself, including a kids area, little kids area, where we're going to have a duck pond and a sucker pole and little things like that. So everybody wins something.
Lots of games and everything. And I know that we have a stage and we have some entertainment. Dave Jordan is doing that again, and it's going to be lots of fun, lots of bands.
Don't forget we have our second stage too. That's going to be a smaller stage where the locals and everybody's going to be dancing and singing there too. We're going to do our contests over there on Sunday. So come on down. There's something happening every day, and no admittance to get in, no charge to get in.
And of course, we'll see you down there at the Prump Fair and Festival. KPVM, of course, has a booth down there that you can come and meet us and check out and find out all the information, of course, about our station, as well as we'll be airing the parade live several times during the weekend. For repeats, you can just tune us into Channel 41, Cable 12, 46.1, 2, 3, and 4, of course. And I will be up there on the stage at the entertainment emceeing for the weekend, so we'll see you down there at the Prump Fair and Festival at Petrick Park. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. It seemed like a simple formality to approve the agenda item on the Prump Town Board meeting. The agenda item was to approve an amount of up to $10,000, which would go to paved to fund the traffic control for the Prump Fair and Festival Parade, which will be held Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Highway 160. But nothing is as simple as it seems. In fact, one town board member, Vicki Parker, held out, voting no to secure the event.
The request I am making is for the town to accept the invoices for traffic control and the Sheriff's Department, and for the town to pay those invoices directly.
Paula Glidden, co-chair, whatever, of the Prump Fair and Festival. I brought the additional information Mr. Kohlbarger requested.
Town Board, I sent out an email earlier. Got a response back from most of you that request this information. I did request it, so I do have it, so we accept it.
Is that the pleasure of the board?
No, I have a real problem with that. We should have had this before this meeting tonight. And how do you expect us to make a decision on financials that we can't even see? So yes, I have a problem with it.
I hate to keep interrupting, but I just want to be clear. We're only asking for the $3,600 for the sheriff's fee.
I have a lot of comments. First of all, I have a problem with this being on our agenda. It doesn't follow the 10-day rule. If fixing a fire truck had to wait 2 weeks, then it wasn't an emergency, then a parade isn't an emergency. This is a control issue.
Wait.
I'm not done yet.
Okay.
I have the floor. This is a control issue between a sheriff who doesn't like his budget and county commissioners who won't give him any more money. We have no part in this. You want to take their money to give to the county. Your issue is with the county. It is not with us. It does not belong on our agenda.
I think that the badgering that's going on here is just completely unheard of. I understand that you're complaining about another meeting that was held like this, and Ms. Parker's rude.
Keep in mind that the sheriff's budget's in the millions of dollars. Can you really fathom that $3,600 makes a difference to this man? I agree that we're just being put in the middle of something that just isn't right.
At no time has the sheriff or anybody from the sheriff's office not wanted this parade to happen. And yes, Harley, it only is $3,600. And yes, we do have budgets in the millions. And yes, I have worked in administration of other agencies and dealt with budgets. And we work under line item budgets that we can't just move money around.
It's between the sheriff, who doesn't like his budget, and the county commissioners, who don't apparently seem to like the sheriff. And it's wrong to put us in the middle and have us being held hostage. This is actually extortion, last-minute extortion from the town.
Okay, we have an amended motion and a second. All those in favor of the town to pay the Nye County Sheriff's Office $3,600 for traffic control for the parade signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
Yay.
Motion carries 4-1.
And that item passed 4-1. Once again, the parade is this Saturday at 9 a.m. and KPVM will air it live as well as repeats throughout the weekend. Sheriff Tony DeMeo talks about the issues that have arisen concerning security at the Prump Fair and Festival as well as the parade. So I'm here with our sheriff, Tony DeMeo. I know we're setting up a command center right now down there at the Petrick Park for the Prump Fair and Festival. So tell me kind of what's been occurring last day.
Well, we were planning on setting up the command post anyway. We have volunteers, the Sheriff's Auxiliary. And remember, we have people that are lost. We will make sure that if there's anything that comes out of the event, they actually have a point of contact to get to the sheriff's office and get to some assistance. The issue was with the type of robust security that we've had in the past, and making sure that's a safe and secure event. That was the issues that was facing the town and PAVE, because remember, this is the town property. This is PAVE is a private organization, and we were just asking for a cost to cover the event. I know that some people are saying we're trying to extort the town or extort PAVE, and that's not the truth. The reason, and there's no budget battle between Nye County Sheriff's Office and Commissioners, which is something that came up. The fact of the matter is, we were tasked with the direction by the county commissioners, who set the budget and set the position for the county entities, to come up with a budget that covers only those duties that are mandated by the NRSs. Private events definitely are not mandated by NRSs. And so we cut those areas out and gave them a very lean budget. And if anybody goes back in the past, in fact, Pam Webster was the one who we worked with that says that we were one of the only county entities that come up with a very substantial plan in making sure that we can save jobs. Not necessarily jobs just in Nye County Sheriff's Office, but jobs throughout the county. That's what we did. And when we went to the county commissioners about 6 or 7 weeks ago, we informed them that it seems that we were getting information that the security part of the event was not being covered. Mm-hmm. And there were maybe some concerns. So we went to the county commissioners just to inform them that it's going to cost $36,000 for us to cover the event with type of security which we believed was going to be sufficient to make sure the event runs off safe and secure. The county commissioners didn't take any action at the time, and so at least they were informed. And, everybody knows what happened since then. The private security company that PAVE organized pulled out. They couldn't get another security company to come in at the last moment. The town board, under the leadership of Chairman Mike Darby, came forth with monies for the parade. The county commissioners coming forth with monies to cover the security. I know some of the comments was from Vicky Park and maybe another member of the board was that we're trying to extort them. Not trying to extort anybody whatsoever. Is the fact of the matter is that everybody was aware. If they're public officials and they're keeping up the current events, what's going on in the county entities, what's going on in the newspaper, they should be very much aware that we stated from the very beginning we won't be able to cover the event with the same number of security as we have in the past. We were going to put deputies there on overtime, a couple of deputies during the very busy times in order to make sure there's some kind of sheriff's office presence, but we couldn't cover the event as we have in the past with the amount of deputies that we had in the past. And that was the issue that came up, and so there it goes.
So the $36,000 that they've approved now for the security at the Fall Festival, I remember Captain Beck saying that the $3,600 for the parade was also included in that.
Right. That's going to be between the county and the town to figure out if they're going to reimburse the county or the town. That's the county. It's the county money. They can make the determination where that goes. I could tell you one thing, though. With all the ups and downs and twists and turns that this event has taken place over the last couple of weeks, it should be a ride in Harley Land.
And
it's better than Mr. Toad ride. I mean, so you think about it, we just it's been kind of entertaining and frustrating in a lot of respects. But I think it should be a ride in Harley. And I was thinking about that. I said, man, this should be a ride in Harley with all the twists and turns and all the aggravation, all the thrills and chills that this thing has caused. So.
And then to come right back to the same point where we started. And
last year. I mean, that's last year. It's funny. It's amazing that we're right back where we started from. Man, and this is the 12th hour, really a 12th hour for the Nye County Sheriff's Office. We declared an emergency. A lot of deputies did waive the 21-day notice, but we still didn't have enough to cover the event. And so we told deputies that they have to come in. They had to cancel plans with the families. And it's unfair overall to the men and women in Nye County Sheriff's Office that what has occurred because of lack of proper planning.
What is the entertainment schedule at this weekend's fair and festival? Zach Fuentes gives us the rundown.
Zach Fuentes here at Petrick Park. I'm going to tell you some of the bands that are going to be here for the Pahrump Fair and Festival. So today, Thursday, September 29th, dance groups are going to kick it off on the second stage from 4 o'clock to 5:10. Just Us, a blues band, is going to be here from 5:30 to 6:50. Hard Rain, which is a variety group, is going to be here from 7:10 to 8:40. And Out of the Black is going to end the evening with some 80s metal from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Tomorrow, Friday, September the 30th, we're going to have Randy Anderson, a country singer, from 3:40 to 5:10. The Vegas Roadshow with some 50s hits from 5:30 to 7 o'clock. John Earl and the Boogeyman Band, they're a blues band. They're going to be here from 7:20 to 8:50. Paperback Writer, hello, Darby. A Beatles tribute band is going to be here from 9:10 to 10:40. And the Vegas Roadshow is going to be here with some psychedelic rock from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock, and they're going to be ending the evening. Saturday, the first day of October, John Earl and the Boogeyman is going to kick off the first day of the month with some blues from 1:50 to 3:20. Randy Anderson is going to come again with some country songs for us from 3:40 to 5:10. The Vegas Roadshow is going to be back with some 50s hits from 5:30 to 7 o'clock. Just Us is going to be here from 7:20 to 8:50 with some blues. Mirror Image, which is a Jimi Hendrix tribute band, is going to be here from 9:10 to 10:40. Mr. Tinker Train and Ozzy Osbourne tribute band is going to be here from 11 to 12, ending the evening. And Sunday, October 2nd, the final day of the fair and festival, the dance groups are going to be on the second stage, and we'll have more info to follow with that. From 11 to 12 o'clock, Pahrump Idol, a singing contest, if you couldn't tell by the name, is going to be here from 12 to 1. Mason Dixon's band, a variety band, is going to be here from 1:20 to 2:40. And Hard Rain, a variety band, is going to be here from 3 o'clock to 4:20. And our final band of the fair and festival is going to be Karma, a variety band, from 4:40 to 6 o'clock. Kathy Leach and our very own Deanna O'Donnell is going to be here. Hi, Deanna. Is going to be here emceeing the event. So come by and see it. Don't miss any of it. I hope to see you guys there. We all hope to see you. Say hi if you see us, okay? Bye-bye.
Still more to come with News 46's News and Review. Don't go anywhere.
Pahrum's most watched and #1 media source for local news and weather with Deanna O'Donnell.
A single vehicle accident in the early morning hours on Highway 372 and Lola Street prompted emergency crews to respond. Around 1:30 this morning, a single vehicle accident occurred on Highway 372 and Lola. This one involving an ambulance from Pahrump Valley Farm Rescue. The ambulance was apparently traveling southbound on Lola Lane, leaving the hospital with one medic driving and one medic in the back of the ambulance, with a patient being transported to a Las Vegas hospital from Desert View here in Pahrump. The accident allegedly occurred after the driver of the ambulance missed the stop sign at Highway 372 and Lola, ending up in the desert area. Nye County sheriffs arrived on scene, as well as 2 additional ambulances from Pahrump Valley Farm Rescue. The paramedic that was located in the back portion of the ambulance was reportedly injured, as well as the patient being transported. They were both taken to Desert View Hospital for treatment. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. A total of 5 meetings have been held to collect information concerning the future of the Nevada test site. We spoke to Nye County Commissioner Gary Hollis about the environmental impact statements. I'm here at the Nye County Commissioner's Chambers. We're going to speak to Commissioner Gary Hollis about a meeting that was held at the Pahrump Nugget last week regarding the future of the Nevada test site.
Yes, and this is I believe the second of 5 public hearings on the EIS, which Nye County is the cooperative agency on that document.
Who's putting this on?
The Department of Energy Nevada test site.
So is the public getting involved in this?
They have a right to submit comments up until the end of October.
And this is to kind of figure out what the future of the Nevada test site is?
Yes, either no impact at all or some impact, or expand the impact of the test site.
What's some of the discussion that's going on here at the Pahrump Nugget?
Well, one of the things that I brought up, and of course I want you to understand, Nye County is a cooperative agency on this document, but we do have concerns, and the concerns is the contaminated water that they have on the Nevada test site. My comments were clean your mess up or mitigate the problem. There's thousands of acre feet of perfectly clean water out there, and Nye County has filed on some of that water for future use, and we have been denied access. So I told them, quit protesting our water rights. Water is very, very valuable to Nye County, and this is the desert, and water is just not laying all over the place, and we wanted them to clean their mess up or mitigate the problem.
And so what was their answer to that?
I don't get an answer. I just have the right to make those comments.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I'll get an answer after after all the public comments are in.
So this was the second of 5 meetings. When are the next ones going to be held?
We had one in St. George, Utah, which I also was there. Daryl Lacey and myself will be in Tonopah tonight, and tomorrow night I will be in Carson City.
And those will be all 5 of them. And then are they going to be filing a report, or?
They'll document the final statement sometimes after October.
And then we will get actually the future plans of the Nevada test site at that point?
That's my understanding.
And of course, the public has till the end of October to add their comments into the environmental impact statement. We, of course, will give you that contact information. This is Deanna O'Donnell at the Board of County Commissioners for News 46. If you would like your voice to be heard concerning the future of the Nevada test site, you can call 1-877-781-6105 or 702-295-0077, or you can go to their website at nv.energy.gov/SWEIS. All comments are due by October 27th. The Nevada Supreme Court launched its Sidekick program in the Pahrump Justice Court with Justice of the Peace Tina Brisbell. Nye County Commissioner Dan Chinhoffen joined the Judge Brisbell in her courtroom to experience firsthand the challenges she faces on a daily basis, the indispensable role the courts play, and demonstrate the impact judges have on the daily lives of Nevadans. The program is designed to provide public officials with personal insight into the daily responsibilities, volume, complexity, variety of judicial duties and responsibilities of courts at every level, from the Supreme Court down to the municipal courts. The Sidekick program is a statewide program sponsored by the Nevada Supreme Court's Judicial Public Information Committee.
This is the Sidekick program. It's a product of the Judicial Information Committee through the Supreme Court office to get elected officials and judges together to familiarize them with the process and what we do and how we do it, basically. And Commissioner Chinhoffen was kind enough to accept my invitation to be here today.
Dan, you're the sidekick today. How's it going?
Yeah, it's been interesting, and I was surprised to get the call. I was happy to come out, spend time, see how much work goes on behind the scenes. That was one of the things I found in my own office when I took the seat there. I was I don't want to use the word surprise. I got to find a better word, but the sheer amount of paperwork, impressed by how much paperwork, that's a good word. I was impressed by how much they have to go through just to keep things going. And here, it's quite interesting because, most I've been in court a couple times for traffic, but haven't, had to deal with some of the things that are coming up here today. So it's been good.
I know that the courts are always really busy here. Tell me how this helps that you have an elected official here learning kind of the process.
Well, I think that all people should become familiar with the court system, not just those that have to come before the court, but every citizen is invited to come in all the time. As you've been here before, you know that I have some guests that come in on a daily basis. It's always good for a commissioner to know what we do, because when we go before them and say, we really need this, they will know we really need this. We're not just there asking for something frivolous. And I want to address the paperwork for just a minute, because we have something really exciting coming up soon. We're moving to a different case management system that will give us the ability to scan our files right into the computer. So hopefully one day I won't have to carry all those files into court. I'll be able to see it on my monitor, and we'll save a lot of trees and a lot of extra work for people that have to file away. They'll be able to do other things that are important.
There's so many things that make your day go smoothly, and I see you have 2 clerks over here who help you, who are typing in the dates coming up, and they seem to know the whole schedule of what's going on with the court.
They are absolutely awesome. Everybody in my court is awesome. Today I have the privilege of having 2 clerks because I did both calendars today. Judge Jasperson is on vacation, so his clerk Laurel is with me, and my court clerk Holly, who's in with me on a daily basis. If not for them, I wouldn't know who I'm seeing, what I'm doing. I guarantee it. They're phenomenal.
And we continue our story with Judge Tina Brisbane and Commissioner Dan Schinhoffen, who shadowed the Justice Court judge yesterday for the court sidekick program.
Wow, that's a good question. I really don't know. I'm still processing. We had a nice chat in the back, and she walked me through how some of the systems go. But I'd like to address. She talked about paperless and the new system. There's we're doing that too. We've got this iPad now to hopefully we'll have all our files, our backup. On a computer. Save trees. It saves time too. It saves time with them having to tab all the paperwork and then file it. And we also just recently had something with the state. We went to a new system, and then the state wants to charge us to access our system. That kind of thing. That's money that we could use here, and the state puts these fees and demands on us that really cut into our budget. And our budget, as you know, we've cut $5 million the last year, and everybody felt that. And so anything we can do to keep the staff up so that they're, I know they feel buried a lot of times. Anything we can do to help that along, and if that's going computerized system, I think that's great. We can do that. As far as what I've learned again, I'm still processing.
How fascinating is it to sit here and hear these cases today and find out what the judge does all day long?
Oh, it is. It's really, really interesting to be able to sit there and see the court from that vantage point. And the clerks, like you mentioned, handling all that information. And if my grandfather was still alive, he passed in 81, he'd be very proud. He always wanted me to be a lawyer, and I've always avoided that. But he'd be happy to see me in a courtroom.
So honored to hang out.
Right side of the court. Yeah, he'd be happy.
So honored to hang out with the Honorable Judge Tina Brisbane. Thank you so much for inviting us down, and thank you so much for having the commissioner here, and we'll be doing this again.
We've enjoyed it. I hope so, yes, and the district court will hopefully be getting a hold of one of the state officials, and you'll be able to go in there and watch that action.
More with News 46's News and Review. Stay tuned.
Pahrumph's most watched and #1 media source for local news and weather with Deanna O'Donnell.
Welcome back. Cup of Faith will be holding an event this Saturday that will benefit the Food for Thought program to feed the needy children of our town.
Well, October 1st through the 10th is National Christian Bookstore Week. And the theme this year is Celebrate Faith, Stop Hunger. They have a CD coming out called Feed the Flock. All of the artists on there have donated their royalties to World Vision, which is a program that feeds hungry children in third world nations. And here at Cup of Faith, we're going to do our share. We have partnered with Food for Thought, which is the children's food program at the local elementary schools. And we're going to try to fill a cargo van with food for those children.
Shannon, tell me a little bit about the Food for Thought program.
Sure. Food for Thought program is where we send backpacks with food home with students who are in need. Those students usually only get breakfast and lunch free or at a reduced cost at school, and so then they don't eat it all over the weekend. And the program is an educational program designed to help kids come back to school on Monday with full stomachs so that they can concentrate on their education instead of being hungry.
It's really disheartening to learn and have this information that there's actually kids out there that aren't eating even over the weekend and that they're really depending on food from school.
Yeah, it is. And the number at the end of the year was 410 students. And so it actually affects quite a few students here in town.
Wow. And so people can donate to the Food for Thought all the time?
Oh, yes. We take donations anytime. We take donations of food. We like individualized items, pop-top cans, things that the kids can get into themselves because they don't always have adult supervision, and they need to be able to get into the food, and it doesn't always need to be heated. So pop-top spaghettis, Vienna sausages, tunas, things like that are really good. And we're always taking raisins for iron, peanut butter, things like that. They can take those to the schools, any school, or here at Cup of Faith. She's always accepting donations for us.
Yes.
And then we also take monetary donations, which is great too, because then we're able to purchase exactly what we need, because sometimes we run out of certain things that are needed before others. And you can actually go to the Kiwanis website, and they have a PayPal account set up where you can directly donate to Food for Thought that way.
What a wonderful thing. What a wonderful program. So tell me a little bit more about what we're doing here with Cup of Faith and our collaboration with Food for Thought.
Certainly. Saturday, October 1st is the kickoff, like I said, for National Christian Bookstore Week. And what we want to do is we want to fill up a cargo van. We have a cargo van that's been donated to us for use. All the seats are going to be taken out of it, so we've got lots of room for food. And anybody who brings up a donation, we're going to give them a $5 gift certificate here to the store. And also, during that time, we're also going to have a parking lot concert. We have several local church groups that are going to come up and play some music for us. We have 2 authors that are going to be here signing their books. We have a bake sale going on and a couple of other little things.
This is going to be a great event. So can people call you now to get involved in this, to help out, to see what they can do, as well as just getting ready for the event itself?
Oh, absolutely. The number here at the store is 775-751-0407. They can give me a call. We still have a couple of spots available if they want to come up and raise money for their local churches or anything like that. We're not looking for yard sale type things. But if one of the churches is doing a fundraiser, for example, Saved by Grace is doing a cookbook for landscaping, they're going to come up with a table and sell their cookbooks, and anything like that, they're more than welcome to contact me.
Wonderful. And tell me, how can people get involved with the Food for Thought program?
Well, we're always looking for volunteers. We meet twice a month for committee meetings, and that's where we dole out chores or tasks. We meet the first and third Thursday at 5 p.m. at Mom's Diner. You can contact us on Facebook. You can contact us through the Kiwanis website, which is kcpv.org, and look for programs and then click on Food for Thought.
Thank you. 3 British firefighters drove through Pahrump last week on their way to California via Death Valley, which was their last stop on their journey to deliver a fire truck to a needy country. The heroes took on this mission all in the name of the tragedy that befell the United States on September 11th, 2001.
Basically, we've brought a fire engine over from England. We shipped over for the 10th anniversary of 9/11 to New York. And then since then, we're driving it from New York to LA. In memory of 9/11, and raise a bit of money for charity as we're going. And when we get to LA, we're donating the fire engine to Nicaragua, where they'll use it in the little town that can't afford one.
Wow. So tell me, I know you have some colleagues' names on the side of the engine.
Yeah, we've got some of our friends and colleagues' names on the side, people who've sort of meant something to us, as well as all the 343 firefighters that died at the World Trade Center.
These are British colleagues, right? That died in the 2005 bombings, or?
No, they're just people who we've known personally who've passed away. They weren't related to the terrorist attacks at all.
Tell me a little bit about the engine itself that you guys are driving. And is this one that you use currently, that you were using?
No, it's 22 years old, so we've got 2 sort of more updated versions since then. We're currently using a Mercedes back in England, but this one is one that has a lot of history to it, consider fire engine. It was used in Lincolnshire back home. And it's one that James managed to sort of purchase, and we shipped it over from Southampton, and we've been driving it across the country.
Is that where you're from, Lincolnshire? Where are you guys exactly from?
Myself and Richard are based in London, and James is based in Essex, which is a county so just outside of the capital.
And I know you guys are driving through Death Valley, but there's no air conditioning in this.
No, it's going to be interesting. It's been hot, and it's going to get hotter, I think.
How's the heat for you guys? I know you're not normally used to this as it is.
It's actually really nice. Because we're not used to it, but driving along in there, obviously with no air conditioning, it's kind of overwhelming. A little bit too hot, but I like it.
Brute is sponsoring you.
Yeah, Brute sponsors us for some of the money to get it over here. They just thought it was a really nice thing we're doing, and they paid for the shipping, some insurance, getting it sort of done up so it won't break down, hopefully.
And I know that you're trying to raise funds. There's some things on the side that talk about people donating.
Yeah, we're raising funds for the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation, which is a US-based firefighters charity. Our own firefighters charity, which is the version in the UK, and also 2 cancer charities, a US cancer one and a UK cancer charity as well.
And you have 2 flags on the back.
Yeah, obviously the American flag, the Stars and Stripes, and the British flag as well.
So tell me about your trip here. How's it been? What's the response been?
Oh, it's been amazing, really. Yeah, driving down the highways, everyone's beeping and like not almost too much. Like driving along, going, "Oh, thank you, then, thank you again, oh, thank you, like, gee, thank you." It's like, but yeah, it's been everyone's been so supportive. It's been amazing.
And what prompted you to want to do New York to LA?
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
So you guys are leaving from here from Pahrump tonight, and you're gonna leave straight through Death Valley tonight, or are you staying over here?
We're sleeping in the desert tonight at Death Valley. We've got a friend who lives not too far from here, so I come here quite a lot.
So give the tag information for people to donate to these wonderful charities.
You can look us up on our Facebook page. We've got a Facebook page. It's UK Firefighters USA Charity Road Trip, and if you look that up, all the details of how you can donate.
So first giving number.
And it's a wonderful thing that you guys are donating this engine to as well. I know that you got to meet the fire chief here. What was that like?
Yeah, the fire chief is really nice. As you know, the fire chiefs across the whole of the country have been amazing. We've been very fortunate in that we've been able to stay on fire stations as we've gone across America. In Vegas, we decided to stay in a casino there, which is slightly different. But yeah, every fire chief we've met, and this guy as well, really, really nice and really accommodating.
Medicare's open enrollment is almost here. Dr. Batty from Healthcare Partners informs us of a town hall meeting.
Yeah, this is another town hall meeting. We've had these before. These are town hall meetings to inform the population here what's going on with our healthcare and what are the recent changes. There's been so many changes in the healthcare industry, and a lot of our patients don't know what to do and which direction to take. So this is more of an informative session to tell our patients what to expect and what are their choices and what they can do and answer any questions they have.
Open enrollment, I believe, starts in October and ends in December. This is important, but some people are always confused a little bit about what open enrollment means.
Open enrollment is mostly for the Medicare beneficiaries. And in this time, this is the time allotted by the insurance companies and the government to change or make any changes to their current plan. So they enroll patients from one insurance program to another insurance program for whatever reasons they need to change, if they need to change. So there's only a small window because they don't want people changing insurance companies throughout the year, and there's a small window of opportunity to do that.
This is one that we've been kind of anticipating because of the problems with, or the issues with senior dimensions that we've been having, and they can sign on to a new insurance to keep their doctor, and that's important to a lot of patients.
Right. The key and the most important thing that needs to get out there is that the senior dimension business, Sierra Health and Life, HPN, they had a September date, and now they've extended it to December 31st, which is well into the open enrollment area. So the patients don't have to have a gap in their care. So if they choose to change from senior dimensions to another senior carrier, they could do it seamlessly. And by January 1st, they'll be on the new program if they need to be.
I know that Healthcare Partners is now accepting Humana.
Yes, Healthcare Partners is not going to be contracting, or Senior Dimensions is not contracting with Healthcare Partners anymore. Healthcare Partners enrolls in multiple number of programs. Humana is one of them. But Humana is the only senior care that we have out here in Pahrump. So really the choices are between Senior Dimensions and Humana.
And so they can find out everything at this town hall meeting tomorrow night to get all their questions answered. Who will all be there as far as people who will be answering questions?
I will be there. I think our medical director is going to be there, and the CEO, Dr. Abdu, is going to be there. Dr. Bacchus is going to be there. We have our chief operating officer. She's going to be there. So there'll be plenty of people to be able to address any question in each specialty of all of us to answer any questions they might have.
And this is at the Prompt Nugget. It all starts at 6 p.m.?
That's right, 6 p.m. at the Prompt Nugget.
And let's check in with our very own Zach Fuentes with your entertainment this week.
With your entertainment this week, I'm Zach Fuentes. Well, the music world lost one of its most talented R&B stars on Thursday. Vesta Williams was found dead in a hotel room in Los Angeles. Investigators are saying her death may have been the result of a possible drug overdose, but an autopsy will be completed in 6 weeks to determine the cause of death one way or the other. The 53-year-old singer is best known for her 1980s hits such as Congratulations, Once Bitten, Twice Shy, and many others. The 21st annual Diva Simply Singing show in LA, where Williams was supposed to perform next month, will pay a tribute to her and fellow singer Tina Marie, who also, if you remember, had an untimely death last December. Well, it seems there was some drama on the set of the Ellen DeGeneres show on Monday. Paramedics were called because Ellen was experiencing some chest pain. Now, according to Ellen herself, she was experiencing pain the night prior, but figured that it would eventually go away. Morning came and the pain was still there and severe enough for her to want to be checked out. Ellen was examined and is now fine and continuing on with her work. So far, though, there is no word on what was causing the chest pain in the first place. Well, Ellen's medical scare was not the only one in the entertainment world this week. Country singer, one of my favorites, Randy Travis, passed out during a performance at a benefit show for Memorial Hospital in Texas. Travis' doctors said that he had been struggling with laryngitis that came from chronic allergies and was taking a number of over-the-counter allergy medicines. They say he fainted due to the over-the-counter allergy medicines, dehydration, and caffeine use in addition to the heat of the stage lights. Travis quickly regained consciousness and walked off on the stage on his own. He is fine now and was told to rest, and I hope he's doing that. He's going to continue the rest of his 25th anniversary tour this Saturday in Bristol, Tennessee. Well, this weekend's box office still saw the re-release of The Lion King at #1, keeping the much-hyped Brad Pitt film Moneyball from taking the top spot. The Lion King brought in $22.1 million, while Moneyball, which placed in second, still did well, bringing in $20.6 million. The film Dolphin Tale is at #3, close behind, taking in $20.3 million, and Abduction, starring Taylor Lautner, is at #4, and it brought in $11.2 million on its opening weekend, which is not really good considering I think that it had a $35 million budget. So we hope it does better. Killer Elite was at #5, bringing in $9.5 million this weekend. And that was the box office, and that was your entertainment this week. I'm Zach Fuentes.
The Waterstone Brunch Reenactment Gunfighter Group took home some trophies from Banning, California recently. We spoke to Hawkeye Joe and Doug Shaw to find out more.
Well, we went down to Banning, California to the Stagecoach Days, which is an annual event down there. And we entered the gunfight competition. There were 6 teams that were there, and we also entered the encampment competition for our first time. And we won a prize for our encampment, which was an old laundry camp in mining days. And Deadwood Dave was one of the cowboys getting his bath there in his long johns, and was kind of the hit of the event. And then we had the competition, and I think we came in on 4th on that, and received a recognition for best drama team. And then Hawkeye and Granny won 3rd place for costuming. So we did okay.
That's pretty good all the way around. What performance did you guys do for the drama?
What do we call that?
We just call it the half breed. It was a dramatic performance, which is one of the things we've been trying to do more of.
It's based on actual events. So, and it's about the plight of the Indians back in the late 1800s.
And you and Granny, 3rd place for costuming. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Granny's quite a character. I know she's not here with us right now, but she's always very lively and great character.
Yeah, Yeah, she. You should have heard her when we won the trophies and stuff that we did. Oh, she got super excited.
Wow, wonderful.
And
So these are great trophies, great awards. You guys have a busy schedule coming up, though.
Yes, we do. We have this weekend. We have the rodeo. We're performing there on Friday and Saturday at the halftime. We're doing the parade on Saturday morning, and then we're also going to be wandering around the park on Saturday, passing out some flyers to promote the Wild West Extravaganza. So.
And that's coming up soon too, as well. But you guys will be at the halftime in the McCullough Arena during the rodeo, both nights as well.
Friday and Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you're going to walk, or do you have a float for the parade?
We'll probably decorate our truck, call it a float, and have that in the parade, and I'll probably walk it.
Wonderful. And then
He's the only one with good feet.
and then for the Wild West Extravaganza.
The Wild West Extravaganza, I believe we're going to set up our encampment again so the local people can see it.
Wonderful.
And do a couple of performances and just have a good old time.
Wonderful. And then what's coming up after that? You guys have some other stuff, like a little time off, and then
Well, then we go to Calico for Calico Days. That's the following weekend, and then we will be going up to Beatty for Beatty Days.
And Affinity Gaming sold the remaining portion of its slot machine route business to Golden Gaming, which operates several businesses in southern Nevada and the Pahrump Nugget. In addition, Golden Gaming acquired Terrible's Lakeside Casino and RV Park and Terrible's Town Casino here in Pahrump.
You know, I wouldn't necessarily say that the casinos just came with it. Certainly, it's appealing to us to be the largest route operator. We feel that our technology, our player tracking system, and our ability to operate in the very competitive route operations, we feel like we are well suited to take on the additional machines and the additional accounts with, our player tracking system, our sales team, and it's a relationship business, and we feel like we are well suited to be in that market in Nevada. But in addition to that, the Pahrump assets are very appealing. Absolutely. We have been here in Pahrump for 5 years now. In fact, we're just about to celebrate our 5-year anniversary. And Pahrump has been, very good to us. We've had an excellent business here in Pahrump as far as the Nugget is concerned. We're community leaders here. We love the market. We've come to know the people of the market very well. We have a terrific customer base. And quite frankly, our brand and our management style works very well in Pahrump. We focus on quality food. We focus on a good gaming operation with lots of variety. The property is well suited with many amenities, with the race and sports book, the poker room, kids care, bingo room. The steakhouse, the terrific restaurants. This property works very well for us. Okay, great. So we're suited well, and quite frankly, the T-Town and Lakeside properties are appealing to us. They've always been very successful. We've competed with them up until now, and I think they do a great job. The Affinity management team has done a very good job of sort of isolating their market. They take great care of their customers, and we don't have any intention of changing any of that. Quite frankly, our intention is to go in there, meet the team members, meet the guests, and complement it in any way that we can. We've had a solid management team out here now for 5 years, and in Jeremy Jensen and Jeff Rathjen, And these guys have done a great job of reaching out to our customer base and reaching out to the community. And when you're a part of the community and people feel comfortable coming into the property because they know everybody and it's a friendly environment, we feel that that type of management presence can only complement as we reach closure on the other two properties.
Well, that's all, folks, for News 46's Weekend Review. Of course, this weekend, you know, the Pahrump Fair and Festival and the parade and the rodeo. And Pahrump Valley Speedway is having some wonderful races. You got to go to that. It's Friday and Saturday night beginning at 7 p.m. And don't miss that Cup of Faith event from 11 to 4 on Saturday as well. We'll see you here next week. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.